Oh, hello. How is everybody? Ah, got this delicious latte here. I know it's noon, but these are tasty. I've been learning to make lattes ever since my brother gave me his old latte machine. And it's taken a while, but they're starting to get pretty good. So I'm happy with that. How is everybody? It's good to see you. Let's see who's here. Um, Yay, Evil's here. Souls, I know, is here. And some of these screen names, I don't know who you are. But I'll just do my best with those. The Savvy CMO is here. Oh, I think I know who that is. And Steve Levin is here. What's up, Steve? Good to see you. Alrighty, so we're here because I recently released a new album, or depending, if you want to get it from my website, it's out now. If you want to hear it on Spotify or Pandora or YouTube Music, even Apple Music, all those places, Amazon. The album comes out on the 24th. But yesterday, the second single came out on streaming, which is Manicured Memories. And I've never played that song live before, so there's no pressure. And I want to explain real quick for those who didn't catch this before is The Beautiful Darkness. It's a solo piano concept album. When I was in high school, I was a big fan of this band, this metal band, Queensryche, and they put out this brilliant concept album called Operation Mindcrime, and it's this rock opera, and the whole album tells this this very interesting story, and it was it always stood out to me as something special. And with this album, I decided to do something even crazier, I guess, in that these are instrumental piano solos with no lyrics, and so, but I want the whole album to tell this very human, sort of vulnerable story of the struggle between self and shadow. And I did that through poetry and artwork and obviously the music itself, and decided to do this book, if y'all can see it. And the whole point of this book is to kind of go along with the music, and there's another aspect to this too, why I wanted to do it this way. I wanted the artwork to really show up and be able to pull you into the story. But also, I've been thinking a lot lately about this kind of amazing time we live in, where we have all this instant access to music, you know. Like, we've got these smart speakers. You can just walk into a room and just speak into the air what song you want to hear, and you can just magically hear it. And that's amazing. I don't want to give that up. That's pretty cool. Just any music you remember, you can just have almost instant access to. That's a cool thing. But with most things, there's two sides to it, and I think we lost a little something in that, and that's that physicality of music. When you used to have to go physically buy a thing that contains the music, I think that connects it to you in a way that you don't get when you just stream it digitally. And so that was the other part of this, is how do you get the best of both worlds with that? And books are good. I miss books too. I miss physical media for, you know, records, CDs. I loved CDs, actually. They're still kind of my favorite. And then books. So anyway, short story long. This is the concept album. There is a poem and a painting for every song. And it tells this personal, it's sort of personal. Some of it's from my own experience as a human, and some of it's what I've learned from the stories I hear from other humans. And but it's really, It starts with this main character of self that's just a little bit self-deluded, and someone who doesn't want to hurt anybody, but maybe has some bad habits that kind of do. And because they don't want to hurt anybody, they aren't honest with themselves about those habits because they don't want to see them. And then over time, as the story goes on, there's events that forces the self to see that reality, and then has to meet their shadow, and it kind of goes through this whole process of delusion to recognition to the difficulty, the really intense difficulty of real change. And I've always heard this said, that people will say kind of flippantly, "Oh, people don't change," and I don't agree. I think people really can change, but they often don't because it's really hard to do. Like, true change requires sustained discomfort, and a lot of people don't stick that out because it's uncomfortable. Anyway, so that's kind of my off the cuff description of what this album is about. The music obviously tells the emotion of the story, and then the book really pulls you deeper. So I encourage you. I heard from some people that, and I'll fix my website to make it more clear, that it wasn't clear to them that you can get just the book without the CD. But you absolutely can. And if you do that, you go right here. There's this hand-drawn QR code, hand-painted. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see it. That will take you right to a page where you can listen to all of the songs and follow along in the book. Or if you're one of those that still has a CD player, you can get it with the CD. So anyway, that's that. So I'm gonna play 3 songs for you, and I'll save Manicured Memories for the end, partly because that's the main point of this live stream, but also because I'm a little nervous playing it for the very first time ever, so I'm procrastinating on that one a little. So let's see who all's here real quick. Crystal clear, awesome. That's good feedback. I'm always happy to hear that. Ooh, Evil says she'd love to hear a rendition of a song or two from Mindcrime. That's the Queensryche album I just talked about a moment ago. Yeah, I would. That's a good idea. I really should do that. I think I will do that at some point. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right. Well, speaking of metal songs on piano, I'm going to play a Metallica song. And this is kind of the Metallica song at this point, which is ironic because this was their first ever true ballad. And but for me, it's really what started off my ability to kind of kicked things off for me in the days of early YouTube. Metallica put my version of Nothing Else Matters on their YouTube page in like 2008, and that sort of kicked off my music blowing up on the internet for a while there, which was pretty cool. I didn't know it was going to happen. I can't say I was ready for it, but it did happen, and it's really cool. And in the years since then, I've reworked this one a little bit, and so yeah, this is my latest arrangement of Metallica's Nothing Else Matters. pretty well. Although I noticed, so I've got my iPad up here so I can see your comments. But in my, it's in my view, and I see the comments popping up, and it's kind of almost caused a little train wreck in my playing there because I just started thinking about comments in the middle of playing the song. The mental game is so fun. So, oh, thank you everybody. Oh, Kate gives me some applause and evil, and thank you very much. I'm glad to have you here. Awesome. Oh, Jade says she didn't know Metallica actually posted this song. Yeah, that was it caught me by surprise when it happened too. Like they didn't tell me they were gonna do that. But yeah, it was a cool thing. Suddenly my views on that video went way up like overnight, and it took me a little while to figure out what happened, and that was it. It was a really exciting and hectic moment actually. So, ooh, Fade to Black. I do have a version of Fade to Black. I haven't played it in a long time, so I might actually have to relearn that one. Oh, thanks, Ryan. Ryan Stewart Music says that's absolutely amazing. I appreciate it. Greetings from Russia. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining from Russia. What time is it there? It's got to be pretty late. That's why I'm doing that at noon here. So that there's some chance of people over in Europe being able to tune in. And Missouri as well. Thanks, Roger. All right, so if you weren't here, 2 weeks ago? Yes, 2 weeks ago, I released the first single from The Beautiful Darkness. It's a song called Love, and it's a really fun one to play. But it's also not a love song. It is about love. It's about how humans sometimes get love a little bit twisted, and it's got both sides to it. It has the fact that it's kind of one of the most amazing and important things for us as humans to thrive in life. It has that side, but it also has the side how maybe because it's so important, people can get a little either selfish with it or misguided, or either too hungry or yeah, hungry is a good word. The poem's has a lot to do with consuming somebody else's time and energies, even though that's maybe not what is meant to be done. It's often what we do, sometimes without even knowing it. And it's the third song on the album, and our self character is expressing love, and the person receiving it, quote unquote, I think is starting to be able to see that it's not the most selfless form of love that they're expressing. And so, yeah, somebody, I posted a video of the whole song actually this morning, and where I sat right here and just in a single take played the whole song. I mean, I did multiple takes, but but each one was just its own whole beginning to end without any kind of edits or anything. And there's one mistake in the whole song, so I challenge you to go find it. After this, go watch the video of Love I just posted and see if you can find where the wrong note is. You might have to go to like Spotify or something first and listen to the recorded version, because the wrong note doesn't sound bad. It's just not the note I meant to play. and so if you don't know what's on the album, then so yeah, go listen on streaming or the CD if you have it, and then go watch the video, see if you can find the wrong note. But where was I? I lost my train of thought with that. Um, Let me think for a second. Anyone know where I just was in my train of thought? Ooh, greetings from San Antonio. Awesome. Oh no, that's not San Antonio. STX. SATX is San Antonio. No, this is from St. Croix. Gotcha. Yeah. Wow. St. Croix. Amazing. Awesome. I love that. So, anyway, I'm going to drop that train of thought. I'm not picking it back up. So, so I'm going to play Love. And we'll see how many mistakes we can get into at this time. But yes, I recorded the whole thing, single take, just the hands. I'm going to make a more, or I plan to. Oh, I have an aspiration to make a more involved music video around this one as well, at some point in the not too distant future. But yeah, here's Love. Oh, I got the train. Yes, somebody commented on. This is where I was going. Someone commented on it, and she described it. I can't remember what she said, but something about kind of there's sort of this chaos in it, in this kind of degradation happening, and then it becomes like a rebirth, like a rising of a phoenix. She said, I'm not remembering exactly what she said, but I think that was the gist of it, and it seemed really cool. It felt pretty spot on to me. So here's Love. How much of that latte did I drink? Goodness gracious. Caffeine's amazing. That was interesting. That's not the song, but that sounded cool. pretty well. What was that at the beginning? I'm glad I have a recording of it because it sounded sort of cool. That's somehow how songs get written is you're playing one thing and you mess up. So you play it wrong, but it sounded cool. And sometimes that can become the genesis of a new song, um, which would really be on brand for the beautiful darkness, I have to say. Is there, who else do I have here? Ooh, I don't see any more comments, so maybe I'm disconnected or, oh, there we go. Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Wow. Oh, I wish I could keep up with all these. You guys are awesome. Oh, thanks, Catherine. It's fun to hang out with you too. And yay, more bravos. That is always so encouraging, right? Ooh, covers of different rock and metal songs are what drags you in, but original songs are what make you stay. My plan's working. Yes. Awesome, thanks. Okay. So, without further procrastination, it's time to play Manicured Memories. And this, I realized kind of recently, just kind of practicing this one, getting it ready to play it live, that this really is, I think, the most fragile and delicate piece of music I've written yet. And it's, I guess, a little bit opposite of what I normally do in that way. But it's got some darkness in it. And Manicured Memories is comes right after love in the story. It's the fourth poem painting song, and it kind of just it touches on how often we misrepresent kind of our past to ourselves, or what we've done, how we'll cherry pick our memories, kind of pick the ones we want to remember, so that we can remember a story the way we want to remember it. It's a little bit like tending a garden, and you just leave the flowers that you want everybody to see, and you cut away all the stuff that you don't. And so it's it makes for a beautiful garden, of course, but it can be a little bit of a deception to yourself or to others, and so I think that sums it up. Manicured Memories. Here we go. First time playing it live. I am going to turn. I'm glad you all are here, but I'm going to mute the screen while I play this. I got to bring you all back. Come back. Hmm. Huh. Oh, the FedEx van is in our driveway. We must be getting something exciting. Oh, so pretty. Ooh, savvy. What brand is the piano? Hey, Ducky asks. This is a Yamaha. It's a Yamaha C7, 7'6". Was my dream piano for a long, long time until finally the dream was real. It took a long time to make it happen, and I still love it. Oh yeah, going through a bad breakup, Catherine says, and want to remember the bad stuff too. Yeah, that's kind of important. Like, to be real, and you got to remember all sides of it to be real, the good stuff and the bad stuff. And I think different people have a tendency to want to only remember the bad stuff or only remember the good stuff. But I think trying to, being real about all of it, the good and the bad, seems to be the most healing way to go, even though it can be unpleasant in the moment. Oh, A Ducky's has a pianist as a caregiver who plays Scarlatti. Oh, Scarlatti's good though. I would like to hear that. Well, I want to thank you all. If I didn't get to all your comments, I can only scroll so far, I guess. Thanks for being here. This was really fun. I hope you enjoyed the first ever live performance of Manicured Memories. Man, the live moment, it gets way harder to play for some reason. I still don't know why that is after all these years, but it definitely is a thing. And again, I want to remind everybody, there's a book. It's on my website, scottddavis.com/albums, if you want to go there. And there is, if you go on your phone, the one with the CD is at the top, so you got to scroll down if you want just the book. Please go on Spotify or your streaming platform of choice, Pandora. I love Pandora. Stream Manicured Memories, stream Love. Both of those singles are both out now. And on Spotify, you can go on there and pre-save the album, so you can see the whole album list, and then those two singles are active, but you can see the list of songs. And then in a couple weeks, House of the Rising Sun comes out, and I will do another live stream, and I'll try to let you all know. I will let you all know. Probably later today, I'll send people out an invite for the House of the Rising Sun live stream, and then on the 24th and the 26th. The 26th is my birthday, by the way. I'm doing the concerts. It's the same concert both times, basically just two show times, two different performances of the same show. I will be live streaming both, and we'll get more involved with the lighting and the camera angles, and we'll have a live audience here for that as well. So definitely tune in. Go on my the live section of my YouTube channel and sign up to be notified for whichever show time. It's noon Pacific on the 26th, and actually the live stream starts at 12:30 Pacific, and then 6:30 Pacific on the 24th. I don't know why I said those backwards. And yes, thank you very much for being here. It's a joy to have you, to play for you, to be live streaming. I'm excited to do more of these. And my latte's not even cold. Oh yeah, it kind of is. On that note, see y'all later. This has been really fun.